Hi guys, welcome back to UG Update. So guys, on this video, let's talk about the Jhanak series guys. We're talking about an episode that will be coming up very soon in the Jhanak series. And this episode is about Anirudh and Jhanak. Let's find out what went down between these two in this episode. But before I continue to the video guys, if you are yet to subscribe to UG Update, please click on the subscription button and subscribe. Don't also forget guys to give the video a thumbs up. Alright lovelies, let's dive straight into the video. So guys, the episode starts with Anirudh and Jhanak expressing their feelings for each other and then the romance, while a song plays in the background. He gets close to her, then Anirudh wakes up from his dream. He sees Jhanak sleeping and then he calls her out. He says, "You come here." Then she says, "Sorry, I will go to my room. I will check your fever is high again. I will get medicines." He then says, "No, medicines won't help. Can you stay with me? Can I hug you?" Then she says no. He asks, "Didn't you hear the story of a nightingale? Don't you want to help a sick man? Please." He hugs her and then he says, "I saw a dream just now." Then she says, "Me too." He asks, "What did you say?" Then she says, "I can't say. What did you say?" He says, "The day of our fake marriage." She asks why. Then he says, "Who has control on dreams? Tell me, what did you see?" Then she says, "I can't say. You have fever and I will just come." He says, "No, I need you. Stay with me." He lies in her laps and then she says, "You should try to sleep." He says, "I'm trying, but I'm not getting sleep. I'm shivering." He hugs her and then she says, "No, it's not right." He says, "We will decide later. I feel it's my last night with you. Maybe I won't be alive tomorrow." She says, "No, I will take you to the doctor." Then he says, "No, you have exam tomorrow." And then she says, "I won't go for the exam." He says, "No, I have worked hard for your exams and you have to go." But she says, "You are stubborn." He says, "Yes, I'm bad just for you. I won't let you go anywhere." Then she says, "When you get fine, then." She thinks he will forget this night, but he'll have to live without me. I don't want to become a problem in Arshi and your life. He cries and says, "I don't feel anything good." Then she asks why. He says, "I don't know. When you are with me, I forget everything. I love you, Jhanak." She gets shocked and then he says, "Yes, I love you a lot. I don't know anything else." He hugs her and then she cries. It's morning, then Choton comes to the school and meets the peon. He says, "I had to come on Milani's call." The peon says, "Don't lie." Then Choton says, "I will call her and make her talk to you." They argue, then Choton boasts of his big office. He says, "I will tell you a mantra to come out of these 4 words." While Peon chants the mantra, Choton asks him to say it in low tone. Then he says, "Keep the books, I will go." He leaves, then the Peon says he is mad. Why did Mrinalini call him? I will ask her. In the other side, Jhanak gets ready for her exams and comes to Anirudh's room. She says, "I'm going to college to give my exam. Don't come there." He says, "Don't worry, I will take rest. My fever isn't going away." She says, "The doctor will come." Then he says, "Don't worry, the fever will go. I have booked ticket for tomorrow. We both will go back tomorrow." She says, "You can't give my hands to someone else. Don't worry, the police protection is there and I will stay in my house." He says, "Impossible." She says, "Why? This was decided." He says, "No, you promised me you will always stay with me. Did you forget it?" She recalls the promise and then she says, "It's not right." He says, "You can't change now. You have to keep your promise." Then she says, "We will talk after I give exams and come." He says, "It's fine now." Then she asks him to have breakfast. While in the other side, Shristi says, "Arshi, it is your Sanjit in 3 days, but Anirudh isn't here." Then Archie says, "You know everything." Shristi then says, "Your dad must know it." He defends Anirudh and then Vinayak says, "Arshi and Anirudh chose each other to marry. I didn't force her." Archie then says, "I'm not a kid, I can decide." She argues with Shristi and then she asks, "Shall I cancel the marriage?" Shristi says, "Decision is yours, but don't blame me." Archie then says, "Then don't get involved in my life." Shristi then asks, "How can you say this? I would have not said anything if you both were happy together. I doubt Anirudh." Vinayak then says he will get Jhanak married, but then she says he will get Jhanak and Rahul here. He says it's good. Then Arshi says, I won't tolerate if anything snatches Anirudh from me. He says Anirudh loves you. But then Arshi says Anirudh pities Jhanak and he doesn't love her. I know him well. Shruti says, fine, try the lehengas I selected for you. Then Arshi says, thanks. I'm sure it's the best. Sorry, don't worry, I will control Annie after marriage. Shruti then says, a person needs space in their relationship. While Arshi says, everyone has different expectations from a life partner. I understand Annie well, don't worry. Then Shruti says, fine, I'll be happy, but remember, he isn't here. Talk to him, call him, and ask about Janak's wedding. When is he coming back? Then Arshi calls Anirudh. Jhanak asks him to take the call, but he says, I don't want to tell her that they are coming back together. She says, talk to her, I didn't decide it till now. Then he takes the call and talks to Arshi. But then she asks where is Jhanak. Then he says she might have gone to give her team. She asks, is Jhanak getting married tomorrow? Guys, that is quite an episode that will be happening in the Jhanak series. Anirudh and Jhanak confessing their feelings to each other. And in the other hand, Arshi waiting for Anirudh to come back so that the silent ceremony will happen. Guys, it's quite a triangle. What do you have to say about this triangle of Jhanak, Anirudh, and Arshi that has been going on for a long time now? What do you have to say about this? Please drop what you think on the comment section. And as you do that, guys, please don't forget that this is the UG update. In case if you are yet to subscribe to UG updates, please click on the subscription button and subscribe. Don't also forget, guys, to give the video a thumbs up. Alright, lovelies, that'll be a wrap. Thank you guys for watching up to this point. I really love you guys, and I'll see you guys on my next video.